Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round Discusses Justice League, Throne of Atlantis. This is the Conclave,
And
which is
war.
basically a random hangout that we do at random times. And yeah, we're talking about the second of the New 52 movies that the WB Animation Studios come out with, which is Justice League Throne of Atlantis. I'm your host, Matt Moore. Joining us today, we have, let's start from the left, Charles Whedon. How you doing, Charles?
I'm doing pretty good, and I gotta now. I watched Lord of Atlantis earlier today. I loved it. I watched War last night, and I loved that movie too. These New 52 movies are really freaking cool.
Awesome, awesome. And next we have Isaiah. How you doing, Isaiah?
I'm doing great, and yes, the logic is back in town, folks. Yay!
Oh,
But,
fuck Christ.
anyways, I watched two of the movies, War and Throne of Atlantis. War was still my little bit. It was my little bit my favorite one, but Throne of Atlantis was a little bit more better because the voice acting was 10 times better, really better.
All right. And next we have Lou. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing fine. I like both of you guys. I did watch both these movies, and I've relatively enjoyed both of them. They are 5 pages ahead of Marvel when it comes to animated movies.
I'm gonna actually have to agree. Is the Marvel has it down when it comes to actual live action movies by
Right.
a lot, but when it comes to the animated, if I were to compare the New 52 movies, because the WB has done some kind of, at least in my opinion, some crappy animated movies,
True.
a couple. But when it comes to their good movies compared to the Marvel live action movies, like I think it's right on par. I really do. Like when
And
it comes
that's
to
that.
quality
Really
of story, when it comes to everything else. Maybe not the epic, like the epic storyline, because you know everything in Marvel is building up and building up and building up.
It's like an ensemble.
Yeah, but still, I think they're awesome. These both of these movies were really good. We're going to be talking specifically about Throne of Atlantis today, but we both watched War, or we all watched War as to prepare us.
Hmm.
All right. What did Isaiah? You have been the person who's all like, "Ah, this is okay." So tell us, what didn't you like, so we can not have to talk to you for the rest of the hangout.
Okay. The first time I was watching Throne of Atlantis, it started off really good, but I didn't really like Aquaman. He was just an emo, really much an emo. Like I'm watching, it made me think I was watching Man of Steel again. Like, oh god, I'm watching Man of Steel again. Until he started becoming a hero again, it started becoming interesting. But before that, he was just an emo like prick. And there's a lot of missing story elements that I'm missing from War. There was story elements that's going to be passed over to Throne of Atlantis, but I didn't see that much of it. Like between a big relationship between Shazam and Cyborg, I didn't see enough of that. And and Superman, his demeanor was actually more smarter, unlike Superman in War. Superman in War was just a brute. Here he was actually a thinker than a brute. So I really like that more, but it was still like it should have been explained more. I'm just saying.
Well, I've gotta say though, in the comics with the New 52, that's how it was in the New 52 there as well. Is because Superman, when they reintroduced the New 52, Superman did barely gave a fuck about humanity. I mean, barely gave a fuck at all. It took him a little while to become the Superman that we knew and loved before that, before the New 52. And he's still not even 100% there, because remember, this New 52 wasn't raised by humans.
Right,
So
right.
yeah. So
And
I mean, he has a much more alien mentality. Like these are them, and I am separate from them.
Oh, okay.
Unlike the old Superman that felt like he was part of you.
I gotta ask. I'm not up to date with the Superman New 52 comics, but he was not raised by Martha and Jonathan Kent.
No, he was not.
no, he was not.
Who was he raised by?
I forget. It's been a
I
little
forget
while, but
too.
I do remember he was not raised by humans.
And also, kryptonite does not affect him like it did in the past. Kryptonite
So,
doesn't.
so maybe he was like raised by another alien that was living amongst humans or something.
I forget. I can look it
I
up.
forget. I really did. But
He was raised by Joe and Schmo.
But in the Superman here, he's more powerful than the previous Superman because the whole kryptonite factor. It doesn't really hurt him all that much. It doesn't take away his powers either. It just pretty much dumped him down. Like he's at level 10, it might take him like level 9 or 8 or 7. But overall, it doesn't kill him and or hurts him.
So this new 52 Superman is extremely overpowered.
No, he's like a god. So yes.
The term
He was
overpowered
always a
applies.
god.
The term overpowered applies if he is basically a god.
Right. But since he has like Wonder Woman, it puts a new balance for him and his humanity for humans. So it was actually kind of I did like that the movie more when it showed Wonder Woman and Superman's relationship. I did like that a lot.
Dude, they were flirting with each other in war, so you knew it was bound to happen in this movie that they were going to hook up.
Yeah, but it wasn't
I just looked it up. He was raised by humans until high school, in which that's when Martha, basically that's when his parents died, was in high school. So I guess he was raised by them, but not his entire childhood.
So they killed off Martha this time around.
They killed off both.
Wow.
Wow, interesting.
Okay, well, on the subject of Throne of Atlantis, there's one thing that I wanted to ask. What in the living hell do you think was wrong about the voice acting in War? The voice acting in War was not bad at all. And Darkseid's voice acting was awesome. It was awesome. I love Darkseid in War. He was great.
I think his big complaint is the fact that Rosario Dawson didn't voice Wonder Woman in War. It was someone totally different.
And awful. And also, let me get to the whole Darkseid. Okay, why was Darkseid a robot again? Oh, that's right, because he was played by a robot. The real Darkseid, come on now, he has some more bass in his voice. It's like he's that menacing evil villain.
So
why don't we talk about a different movie instead of talking about Throne of Atlantis? Oh wait, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Let's get back to the story.
Blame Charles.
On the subject of Throne of Atlantis and also on the subject of voice acting, Green Lantern, was he voiced in Throne of Atlantis by Nathan Fillion?
I believe so, yes.
I don't care.
Thought I recognized it. Yeah.
Green Lantern's like nobody to me. He's like a... Why is he even on the team? He's so weak.
Fight me. Green Lantern is awesome.
You're telling me the man who wields the most powerful weapon in the entire universe, he's the weak character in your mind?
Yeah, he lost his car.
He literally can do anything ever.
Oh,
and that's the weak character in your mind.
Oh, okay. What happened to him in Darkseid? No, what happened to him in Darkseid? What happened to him in Darkseid? Oh, that's right. He got punched out like there was no tomorrow. He got beat down.
Isaiah, Darkseid is probably the most. He's basically the DC equivalent of Thanos. He's like the most powerful.
Thanos.
Whatever his name is.
Okay.
He is the most powerful villain in the DC universe, aside from Doomsday.
If Green Lantern is supposed to be one of the strongest in the universe, then he better get his mind right because he's easily distracted, and that's what makes him weak.
Yeah.
He's very.
And that's just it. Is the Green Lantern we're seeing here is a young Green Lantern, so he's just learning to do to wield.
So basically, all these people here, with the exception of Batman, is all learning to come into their powers.
Exactly.
Basically, but sorry to interrupt you.
I was gonna say Batman. I was trying to think of anyone else that has had any sort of
Flash.
history
Flash
doing
has
it.
Flash. He feels like he's been in the game for some time now. So Flash seems more confident, like Batman, because they have their power. Well, they know what they're doing. They know what the powers they have. But Green Lantern, he was pretty much. Only compare this to very briefly too. We see John Stewart. We haven't seen him like at his young state, but at his young state, he was still nobody. His mind was still on his mind was still straight on. He was actually a cool character because he's a serious character, but he can get the job done with more interesting imagination. Hal Jordan.
What do you consider young? John Stewart was never young and a Green Lantern.
John Stewart was Green Lantern, thank you.
No, he was Green Lantern, but he was never young in Green Lantern. He was in his 30s when he got the ring.
See, there you go. That's what you
mid
need.
to late 30s when he got the ring. Much older than any of the other Earth Green Lanterns.
Yeah, but also to the theory, Cyborg is really somewhat of a leader here too.
Yeah, he's more of a leader than Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's what I noticed, and yes, I'm going into the area of war again. Is that when Cyborg was introduced, I actually I'd have to say out of these two movies, Cyborg is my favorite character.
Same here.
Just, just because of how much of a leader he is. I mean, at this point, in most iterations of the Justice League and all the various universes, Superman was always portrayed as the leader. It would either be him or it would be Batman. But in this, in this new line of animated movies for the New 52, I can definitely see Cyborg taking over as leader.
Actually, he did before in the comic books. He did take control of the Justice League one time. He was really good too.
But no, I mean, it's just like in Throne of Atlantis, just the stuff going on with Superman. I really don't give a shit about Superman. I mean, the same thing about Batman. Same thing about Batman. I mean, come on, it's Batman. We all have to give a shit about him. Flash, I do like in this, but I don't think that we have enough information on this version of Flash.
Well, we kind of do.
Green Lantern. Green Lantern is one of my favorite DC characters, but this version of Green Lantern, he is.
We don't have enough background on these characters with these movies. The only character we have any sort of real background on, where we see how they came to be, is Cyborg, and coincidentally, that's the one you like. That's just it. Is if we actually saw the background of Flash, or we actually saw them retell the story of Batman. Okay, maybe not that one because we've seen that too much. But I mean, if we actually got the backstories of how these people came to be, then maybe we might like them more, which is why I'm hoping, and I really think it's going to happen, that within the next movie or two, we're going to see the how Steel comes to be Steel. Because we see Steel in this movie. We see him in Throne of Atlantis.
And what we also get here is the team actually becoming a team. Because when Cyborg went to investigate the sub and all that, it's like the blonde guy comes in and says, "Hey, I got a mission for you guys." And, well, I'm the only one here. And don't expect the others to show up because they just don't care.
They're dicks. They're all dicks.
When it comes to John Henry Irons, though, the black man who had the giant freaking hammer, that's John Henry Irons. That's Steel.
Oh, I did not make that connection. He was like, "Oh, damn," when Superman saved his life. And I was like, okay, why did they show us that character that much? And I never figured it out until you mention it.
I didn't catch it until me and Matt had a private chat, and then he pointed it out who he was, and I was like, okay, that's why they focused on him so much.
Oh, come on.
Because that hammer looked familiar. I'm sorry.
Come on, folks. That was so easy. That was still right there. The hammer, the black guy,
whatever they do with that character, John Henry Irons or whatever his name is,
he's Shaq.
Do not have him voiced by Shaquille O'Neal.
So what I'm thinking is it's possible that there might have a Death of Superman comic. I think that would be awesome.
It would be.
Basically, they have a Death of Superman comic, and then they follow it up with the Superman. Basically, have him and the cyborg Superman, and have that story retold, except in the New 52 style. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, and also, let's be honest.
On the subject of Cyborg, there is one thing, just one tiny little thing that I take issue with. How he came to be. I don't.
Again, that's war. Are we talking about war again?
Yes, you're doing it again.
I thought we were going to be touching on both movies, just this was focusing primarily on Throne of Atlantis.
Fine, go ahead and talk about war.
Charles.
I'm not going to.
I specifically said that in the hangout. We were watching war, so we would have background for Throne of Atlantis. The reason is because we actually ended up talking about war in a freaking chat at one point. We already did that in a chat. So
I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to say that I did not like that Cyborg came to be through technology that was provided for by Darkseid. I did not like that.
Part of it was. The other part was his dad.
That was from his...
Okay. Back to Throne of Atlantis. I'm done talking about the origin of Cyborg. I am finished.
God. Okay, since we're on that note, wow. Anyways, it was actually Leroy. I'm playing what Leroy said. The team actually started becoming a team because earlier off, They wasn't really a team. They didn't really care that much, like Leroy said. And so it was actually nice to see that these heroes did not care for one another into that final act. It was kind of disheartening too, unlike the last movie that they did semi-care, but here they did care for one another. They watched their backs like soldiers. And so when he went to Atlantis, it was so cool fight scene, but it was kind of sad too. But it was still fight. It was still cool.
And I'm sorry, but Green Lantern has this complex with Batman. He's jealous of the Batman. You can tell.
Of course he is. He's so jealous. Like, dude.
Oh, if he ain't gotta be here, I ain't gotta be here.
Like, dude, are you Batman? No, shut up. Sit down.
No, he just wants Batman's large to have the same like large penis that Batman has.
No, he wants the same respect
as
Batman.
It's penis envy. It's penis envy. Like Batman does whatever the fuck he wants, whenever the fuck he wants, and you know what? Like he doesn't give a shit what anyone thinks about it. And Green Lantern is set to these social constructs where it's like, okay, let's work it as a team. Are we working as a team? Let's work as a team. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. And Batman's all like, you have fun with that. I'm gonna go do this.
Right.
And like, Green Lantern's all like, wait, why isn't he working as like,
right.
Okay,
and
is that our dynamic? Is that what we're supposed to do?
Right. And then actually pick up what Max said. It became apparent that this Green Lantern is just a bitch. It's like, oh, why is Batman? Why we can't do this with Batman? Why we can't do this or that? Like, why Batman got to be here? And all this other nonsense. Like, dude, stop being a bitch.
One thing I did like is the fact that Superman is not into Lois fucking Lane.
Thank you, God.
That's one of my problems with the New 52. Is
what?
Him being married to Lois Lane goes all the way back to the freaking golden age. It has always been true, and now they're taking it away from us. It's like being told that it's being told like air isn't real anymore.
Okay,
like, wait, what the fuck? This is what I've known my entire life, and you're now telling me that this isn't true. It's like being told that there might be 2 more planets hiding behind Pluto, which, by the way, is true.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I wasn't gonna doubt you.
Yeah.
I was just gonna tell you to get into your interstellar ship and let's go.
Well, you know what? Never mind my question about who he's dating now. I'm just gonna get off my ass and buy the New 52 issues and just get caught up.
Or you can just watch the movie you just watched.
Oh my God.
Dude, you didn't see? They needed a fucking hotel room. How much they were into each other.
Right, I just said Spider-Man.
Well, I thought in the New 52 that Wonder Woman got with Batman, not.
No, you.
No,
oh my
that was before
God.
the New 52. That was before.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
That
Charles.
was before, and that was in the animated movies.
Dude, you look, not to really go back to war, but you don't remember when he was holding up the fucking airplane and shooting his little rabies out his eyes to the little alien creatures, and she fucking comes down the landing gear.
I know, like.
Dude, right there they were flirting.
Oh my God.
No. Did you just say shooting rabies out of his eyes?
It was heat vision.
It sounded like rabies.
Wonder Woman was on the Superman beat. She was on it all the way.
Dude, Batman ain't on Superman's level. Wonder Woman right here says, I want a man who's strong. Fuck all these puny guys.
Right.
I am pretty sure that at the time that they were holding up that plane, like Superman super sped, grabbed Wonder Woman, went and had sex, and then raced back to the plane, and the time period was so short that the plane never even noticed. It never even.
It brings a whole new meaning to the word quickie.
Fucked it right there.
Actually, you're right, Charles. It is a quickie. But I did like how the relationship did not affect the team itself because they kept it professional. But when it got to their downtime, they got more relationship moment. But it was still nice to see that they didn't get their relationship mixed up with personal businesses. So it's like that a lot.
Did we all see Steve Trevor get all like jealous and shit?
Yeah, he was so jealous. Like he's playing like, dude, get off my level. I got your woman. Don't be mad.
It's like how am I supposed to compete with Superman?
Right.
I mean, can you imagine that? Like you're used to having sex with Superman, and then you have sex with a human. It'd be like.
Yeah, it's like going.
Are you touching me?
Yeah, once you go,
I know you're on top of me, but I don't feel shit.
Or it would be so hard it would kill him.
Right. It's like
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
If,
exactly.
if you go Superman, you never go back to human.
Yeah.
Like that episode of Smallville where Lana ended up getting some of Clark's powers for a day, and they were doing the down and dirty, and basically gave the whole town of Smallville earthquakes.
Hey, that's how you do it, man. That's how you do
My thought
it.
is if you go Kryptonian, you never want a bone again.
Exactly. Because Kryptonian means you're a god. You just treat it like that.
Oh man, I need to find that. I saw this little comic strip the other day that was hilarious as fuck. Referring to this little topic here. But it didn't have Wonder Woman involved. It had Lois Lane and Clark taking off his pants and having spikes on his shit.
Yes, I saw that comic strip the other day. You can find it on Geek Tyrant. But back to Throne of Atlantis.
All right, so Throne of Atlantis, the storyline is relatively predictable because a lot of the Aquaman stories are similar, kind of like the Thor, like a recurring thing that happens in Thor, like where Zeus goes to sleep, Loki tries to take over, Odin goes to sleep, Loki tries to take over, Thor wins the day, Odin wakes up. That's a recurring fucking story in the Thor storylines. Here in the DC universe, they have the same thing. Black Manta tries to take over Atlantis through whatever help.
It ain't Black Manta.
It's
called somebody
Aquaman,
else.
who's on Earth most of the time, has to defeat him and kill him, and like that is a story that happens time and time again in Aquaman. And basically, we just see a well-written version of that story done again.
But I thought that Black Manta didn't want to take over Atlantis. I thought he wanted to get the people out of Atlantis so he could sneak in and steal all its treasures.
Oh, dear Jesus, it is not Black Manta. It's his brother who is not Black Manta.
No, in this movie, it is his brother being manipulated by Black Manta. It's the same fucking thing, Isaiah. Chill the fuck out.
Come on, man. Come on.
Who is the mastermind behind the plan? Is it the brother? No,
yes, it's his brother. It's his brother.
I don't know. The brother was the pawn in this game of chess.
I mean,
come on,
Isaiah,
scene?
Isaiah, even with you and your crazy, batshit crazy Isaiah logic, I would figure that you would have been able to see that Black Manta was clearly manipulating Aquaman's half-brother.
Why was he killed off? Why was he killed off so easily by whatever that fucking creature is?
Oh, no, I don't think Black Manta's dead.
Who says he was killed off?
I hope he's dead. I hope he's dead. I don't like that guy.
So because you hope it, that must make it true.
Exactly. And also,
if Isaiah's logic is sound, well, then that clearly means that Black Manta is actually alive.
Also, here's one more thing. Here's one more thing that's gonna prove me I'm right. Okay, so Aquaman's half brother was trying to rule Atlantis, which is true, and also he had this plan since his mom came back.
Since Black Manta put it in his head, yes, he's had the
No,
plan.
he had the idea already. He despised his mother.
Have the idea.
Yes,
Black Manta manipulated that stupid idiot like gumbo on rice.
No, it was like this. They were working together. And Black Manta, come on now. He ain't smart. He's just a thief of a black guy.
Isaiah, what Black Manta was doing was classic manipulation 101.
Okay, well, if you're so manipulated, why was he so much the weaker of the villains? It was his half-brother was pretty much the main show, the main course.
No, his brother was being manipulated by Black Manta. You know what? I'm done. I'm not going to argue about this anymore, man. God.
He was manipulated, and once he lost the trident, he was a regular Joe Schmo getting his ass kicked.
From Wikipedia, the actual recap of the movie. Arthur fights Black Manta, who reveals his plan to have manipulated Ocean Master and will soon get rid of him and take over. Just as he explains this, he doesn't realize Arthur is calling a great white shark to attack him after defeating Black Manta. In that scene, he full out says that he was manipulating Orm, that he was manipulating the prince.
And if that is true, and if that is really, really true...
Dude! It was a fucking movie!
I am not done yet. Be quiet. If that was the truth, then why in the hell do we have to watch Aquaman and my brother become doing all this other like Loki type bullshit?
I know what happened.
Matt,
I know what's going on.
Matt, can I
While
do it?
You were watching them.
Yes,
you were playing one of your fucking games.
That
So
is not.
that scene went so far over fucking Isaiah logic, it got hit by a plane.
Hey now, I did not play my game. I was pretty much busy with other things,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
So,
Anyway, moving on from there.
so is there anything else we want to talk about other than Isaiah being completely and totally wrong?
Well,
Totally
one thing that I did not really particularly like in Throne of Atlantis, even though it is good for Aquaman's character development, is that Aquaman was about to meet his mother, the Queen of Atlantis, and then Aquaman's half-brother ends up stabbing her through the heart before he has the chance to see her before she dies.
But that's her own dumbass fault. You never turn
Yeah,
your
pretty
back on
much.
somebody who wants you dead. And
Well,
he pretty much was giving her
not,
every sign that he was going to stab her in the back.
but,
It was so easy too. I think that's stupid.
but she was his mother.
So he didn't care.
But you see that his loyalty was more towards the father who ended up dying and not the mother.
Exactly. That's what he said.
He was
like his
daddy's
mother.
little boy.
Right. He was a little bitch too.
He proved his loyalty was to his father, so he took that sword and stabbed her ass in the back and said, you just felt the power of him going like, yeah, bitch, I got you now.
Exactly. Do something. Oh, that's right. You're dead. You're flowing with the fishes.
Real classy, bro. Real classy.
Oh god, she's flowing with the fishes because it's true.
God damn it.
So am I wrong in when Arthur actually does see his mom when he's a little kid? Basically, does he think his mom's hot? Like, didn't he say,
Yeah.
"Oh, the pretty lady"? Like, he thinks his mom's hot.
Yeah.
And I can't disagree with him, but she's not my mom, so I can say that. He's not allowed.
Also,
You guys did this twisted anime fantasies you guys got, I swear.
I
now,
said
hey now.
nothing.
hey, she had skimpy clothes on.
We know
and she
Isaiah
was
has a
young.
secret fetish with Wonder Woman.
That is true. Let's be just still lame. And next to a lot of other women I can't tell you right now. But yes, I have a lot of women who I have a crush on.
God damn
Yes.
it.
Anyways, yes.
So, something that I found interesting is that it is Cyborg who has the plans for the Watchtower. Do we think it's still going to be paid for by Batman now?
Yeah, pretty much. They'll have money.
Well,
What do they
the Watchtower being built in outer space as an orbital station, I don't think Batman has enough money to be able to pay for that.
He did it in the original comics.
He has a boatload of money. He's
Batman
rich.
Batman is a multi-billionaire. He's a multi-billionaire. But
And
a
a genius.
space station of the size of Watchtower would cost hundreds of billions of dollars to build.
I'm just saying that in the comic book universe, he built the first one. He paid for the first one.
Exactly. And he's Batman. And plus, he knows how to make it cheaper, thanks to Cyborg.
Well, you have
Cyborg
to
has the
realize-
ability to rob every bank in the world.
You also have to
see
understand
what I mean?
that his costs are going to be considerably less, considering that most of the construction is going to be done by Green Lantern and Superman. The actual construction of it isn't the issue. It's the materials. And the materials they can have on Earth, and then they can fly the fuck up there. That would normally be millions and millions of dollars to fly that shit up there. But it's free now because fucking Superman and Green Lantern are doing that shit.
Right. Plus, it's Star Labs, for God's sakes. It's Star Lab.
Oh, yeah, and they are fucking associated with Star Labs in the New 52 now.
Yeah. And the Star Labs is still getting rebuilt.
So do we have anything else, or can we wrap this up?
I got some other things.
Oh, God.
Hey, I want actually. This is gonna be a question. I have a question. All right. So, how did you guys fit the action scenes themselves compared to the old ones and to the new ones? Did you find pretty much not like a kind of boy for a kids cartoon? Fight scenes with Darkseid and then with Throne of Atlantis, and then it was felt so much not realistic, but just gory for no apparent reason. They didn't have to go that far in my book. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, these cartoons aren't necessarily made just for kids anymore.
Yeah, but
obviously,
you know,
considering I think you're the youngest person in this hangout, that kind of speaks to that it is for kids and adults and older.
As you've seen from the last movie, Wonder Woman was chopping things in half and through the head, chopping heads off. They don't give a fuck about kids younger than 13 no more.
No,
but that's the thing behind it.
They're trying to make their money.
Right. And actually, this is one of the other things I had in like about Flash Paradox. It was the ultra violent things that it made me feel unsettling because when they killed, I'm gonna spoiler alert, when they killed Shazam, it was just very, very. I don't like seeing that crap because I didn't see that coming. I just didn't like that at all. And so they toned it down a bit, which is good, but it was still perfect.
Toning it down, take it up a notch.
No. Because
dude, we're in an era where things are getting darker and grittier. That's what people want to see. So, if you want lighter and more comical, homie, you need to go back to the 80s.
And early 90s.
You need to go find yourself a DeLorean, get in it, and stay wherever it takes you.
Hey, on my point as well. Batman Phantom. I can't say that name right correctly. Batman Phantasm.
No, I think it was Phantasm.
Batman.
Phantasm.
Yes, that was gory, but it made sense though because the story elements compacted with the violence itself.
Yeah, but Mask of the Phantasm was not intended for kids. That movie was fucking violent.
Again, who mostly saw it?
One slightly after that was pretty violent too.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, but it all makes sense.
And honestly, if you really think about it, what started this whole violence trend was the son of fucking Batman.
Yeah, unfortunately. That was...
Because Damian was a little fucking...
He's a psychopath.
Cutting motherfuckers up left and right.
Right.
They're not holding back the blood, which makes it more realistically cool.
Well, should I watch Son of Batman? Because
yes,
you need to if you're gonna watch the new Batman versus Robin movie.
I already saw it. It was okay.
Okay, so Son of Batman is a part of these new 52 animated movies, right?
Yes, but there's
but it's not part of the main story.
Yeah,
it is part of the new 52, but it's not. So you don't need...
Oh, I didn't think it was. I think the main story is mostly focused in the Justice League movies.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So
for
them
them
to have their own standalone movies, I understand that.
I believe what they're doing is one Justice League movie and one Batman type movie on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Where
I just want them to do a Justice League movie where they bring in Martian Manhunter.
Keep waiting.
I know, right? I know. Where's the guy at? We need him.
Where the fuck is my Martian Manhunter?
I blame David S. Goyer.
They're being racist against green people.
I know, right?
What the fuck?
I blame...
Well, then I guess
and
Gamora's...
we're talking about this on MLK Day. He thought people of all colors should be equal, even green.
Exactly. And David S. Goyer was racist towards Martian Manhunter. He goes, Martian Manhunter, he's a stripper, so the Hulk can fuck with him. Like, really?
What the fuck is Isaiah talking about?
David S. Goyer.
I just heard the word stripper in reference to Martian Manhunter. Like,
okay, let me break it down for you. Let me break it down.
Have you had a brain aneurysm? Are you just...
I'm not done.
Look, I'm going to drink a drink of water to that.
Let me explain. Let me get to this, okay? David S. Goyer, the guy who everyone likes to fuck because he's a comic book fan.
What the fuck are we bringing up live action shit into a comic?
I have to bring this up to make a point, so be quiet.
But it's not making a point!
A point has no point to this.
Ransacked by everything. David S. Goyer's comment has no relevancy on this discussion. We're talking about a fucking anime, not a live-action movie.
Exactly. It's because his hatred towards Martian Manhunter, he didn't show up in the cartoon, son. See, there you go. It's conspiracy.
Matt, I'm doing it. I'm sorry.
I can see the Manhunter showing up in an end credit scene of the next Justice League movie, which is setting him up for the fourth one.
Wow, really?
Isn't it supposed to be called Gods and Monsters?
What?
I don't know what the next one is being called. I just
No.
know that.
I went to Wikipedia to check out the new 52 animated movies earlier to see if there were going to be any more Justice League movies. And after Batman versus Robin, it's going to be a new Justice League movie that I believe is going to be called Justice League Gods and Monsters.
I don't see it.
I can see that happening. And
Yeah,
the
I'm talking about
monsters are going
the
to be Lex Luthor's crew.
But where is
I don't
Martian
know.
Manhunter? We need him. We need him.
Maybe they bring in Martian Manhunter because they're kind of running out of people to add. I mean, they've pretty much added all the major players except for Martian Manhunter. I can't.
We
think
still
of
don't have
anyone else.
Arrow.
Who
We
cares?
still don't have Arsenal.
Who cares?
Arsenal was a sidekick of Arrow.
Originally, yes.
Yeah, originally.
But when Green Arrow ends up dying, Arsenal ends up becoming Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, I
There's
understand
no
what you're
characters
saying.
missing.
Let me actually read this about Gods and Monsters. I'm doing this from Screen Rant. Machinima, Warner Brothers, and DC Entertainment had announced that they will also produce a 3-part Gods and Monsters animated short-form series with both Burnett and Tim helping hand development. Basically, from what I understand, I guess I don't think it's going to be a regular animated movie.
Oh fuck.
Shit.
It's a short series, is how it's described on here.
That doesn't.
Okay.
Gods and Monsters Chronicles.
What?
It's a trilogy.
I
That
guess. Yeah.
that doesn't make enough sense. I'm confused now.
I don't know. But check it out. It's on Screen Rant. Just look for Gods and Monsters.
I mean, I'm just really confused because they could just keep doing what they're doing and be done with it, but making that one part to a trilogy.
Well, from what the article said, the article was saying that apparently they're not getting enough people watching it in the form that it is now.
Well, that's
as the movies.
Well, that's their problem. They should promote more of it. They should put more about the film and everything else.
Honestly, they do need more promotion because they don't really publicize any little commercials anywhere for this stuff. So
And
if
they
they're
should always-
not making no money, they have no one but to blame but themselves because they're not promoting this.
Right, and plus,
Promotion is what's going to get somebody to buy it.
and also the funny thing is, I actually got when I got word of Arkham Assault and all the other DC shows and like that, it was from IGN. They're promoting it more than anyone else out there. I know it's shocking, but it's true. So because I got that word, I'm actually watching it. But they're not.
Sorry,
they're
but
not,
Arkham Assault bored the crap out of me.
I know it's boring too. It's true.
Or Assault
But anyway,
on Arkham bored the shit out of me.
yeah, I
The
know,
only thing that was interesting about that was Harley Quinn getting banged.
Yes.
Yeah, by Deadshot. Who's a black guy now? I didn't know he's a black guy now. Like, he's a black guy now? Well,
Should be happy.
Okay, so
Killer Frost was also pretty attractive in that movie too.
There you
Killer
guys
Frost is a
go with
whore.
this fucking attraction to anime characters.
hey, she was a whore, okay? She was a whore.
So, do we have anything else on Throne of Atlantis? Can we wrap up? So I can
no,
watch ITV?
No, I got nothing left on Throne of Atlantis. All I have really left to say about these new 52 animated movies is I am looking forward to seeing Son of Batman and then also watching Batman vs. Robin when it comes out. I am definitely liking these new 52 animated movies, and I can't wait for more.
Cool.
That's
Yeah,
it.
wait till you watch Son of Batman. That one was that one was good.
It was okay.
It was good. Damien was a little badass, and he went around kicking everybody's ass that he could kick ass.
Yeah, it's true. He is a
I
good.
really like the scene of in that where it's like, oh, where he's going, I forget where he's going. Where he's going is 5 miles offshore. What's he gonna do? Just swim? And
Yeah.
like next scene, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up. This has been Geeks Around. Check us out, www.geeksaround.com. We got some things coming around we're coming around the bend. Some things I'm excited about, things that no one else on this panel knows about yet. And check us out also, youtube.com/geeksaround. Check our videos out there, including this one. Like, subscribe us, all that other fun stuff. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.